Stick with me as we discuss why copyright law and the way we manufacture everything is going to change dramatically in the next few generations. To begin this story, I'm going to take you to Bangkok, Thailand, to emphasize a point. I went to this place nicknamed the Infringement Mall. It's this huge mall full of counterfeit knockoffs. Of course, you get to the mall by taking a train there. And if you've ever been on a train in Thailand, it's its own experience. Let me share that before we start. Oh yeah, did I mention how much they love Hello Kitty over there?
No. Hello Kitty debit card. You gotta love it.
Good stuff right there. Look, it's on the other side too.
This country really likes that cat.
I finally get to the mall and was just blown away by the enormous size of it. Check this out. Okay, I'm in this insane mall that's 6 floors. Each floor is an entire mall. Like, this floor happens to be cameras and furniture. And it goes on and on and on and on. I've never seen anything remotely close to this. It's like Mall of America, but for knockoffs in, Thailand. Like, look at this furniture. The most popular item are knockoff bags. Now, they have the real stores there. So there's like a Coach store selling a $1,200 bag on the first floor. But as you go up to the second and third floor and fourth floor, the bags get cheaper. They're like the better knockoffs. And then all the way at the top floors, there's like this flea market thing where you can get a bag for $10. It's a Coach bag. So there's all different levels. I thought it was pretty amazing that the real stores like Coach allow the knockoffs to be sold right above them. The owners of the store actually chased me out for taking these pictures. They know what they're doing is sort of illegal, but they don't care. And I don't think many people in other countries care at all about this. I think most of the rest of the world pretty much ignores patent, copyright, trademark laws anyway. So when a new technology comes out that makes copyrights, patents, and trademark obsolete, I think the rest of the world's going to jump right on it. On a side note, check out what McDonald's looks like in Thailand. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it looks kind of good. Anyway, let's dive deeper into this. We saw copyright law change dramatically about 15-20 years ago when file sharing came along. Honestly, I don't know anyone under 40 who's ever paid for music and probably never really paid for cable if they weren't using their parents' cable. They just download Game of Thrones. So we have a huge generation of people who don't respect copyright law now. They're already in play and there's nothing the government can do to really stop that because there's just so many people doing it. Every once in a while they'll sue some grandmother and to make a show that their kid downloaded in their house, and it's a disaster. It's just a media circus, but they can't stop it. The genie's out of the bottle on that. What's going to happen is that genie's going to keep getting out of the bottle further and further. Now, 3D printers seem like sort of this futuristic thing 5 years ago, but now little kids have them and play with them as toys. Once we get to the point where a 3D printer can print a complicated piece of electronics, and they're getting there, where the printer can put in glass and can put in electric components and circuit chips and can print all that stuff, you're going to be able to print just about anything you want for dirt cheap. So let's take this into the future. Say the new iPhone 10 comes out and it's $1,000 by then. What's going to happen when you can just print that iPhone for like 30 bucks? And not only that, whenever the iPhone changes, you can just throw the old one out and print the new one for $30, it's going to dramatically change the way we manufacture everything. Because companies aren't really going to be motivated to go spend billions of dollars developing an iPhone when no one's going to buy the thing. They're all going to just print it at home. When this is really going to change is when a 3D printer can print another 3D printer. Once that happens, so we get to that level of technology, it's going to happen fast. It's going to go viral. When I can just hand people 3D printers for, you know, $20 to print these things out, and I can give one to my grandmother and I can give one to my friends, and then they can use the same program and print 3D printers for their friends. And, you know, poor countries in Africa got, everybody has a 3D printer. And it gets to a point where things become so cheap that it doesn't make sense to have this manufacturing process anymore. When that happens, copyright law is just basically going to go away because so many people are going to ignore it. And when copyright goes away, profit goes away, and the whole manufacturing process completely changes. We're going to enter that realm of Star Trek where we have home replicators that can make anything you want. And I think that's a good thing. Now, how will innovations happen without profit? Well, take a look at what Linux did. If you're not familiar with Linux, it is a computer system, an operating system that's kind of like Windows or Mac, but it's completely open source. And what they're doing is they're crowdfunding, and they're all working on a piece of code just because it's cool and it's a fun thing to do. So in other words, someone will be like, I really want Adobe Photoshop, but I don't want to pay for it. Well, I think I'll just make my own version of it. And then 100 other people add in things that they learned about coding, and this new free piece of software is not owned by anyone. It's open source, and it goes everywhere, and it just gets better and better exponentially fast. So this doesn't stop at just basic electronics. You know, it'd be nice to have your own Xbox for super cheap, or a camera that's, you know, thousands of % less than what you would pay at the store. That's all great, and that will be solved by open source. People will just be kind of in an ego competition to make the coolest phone or the coolest camera, and people will print them out and try them and improve it and throw that one in the trash and print another one. It'll be a brave new world. It'll be really neat. But what's fascinating is this technology is also being applied for molecular structures. Now, they just released one of the first printers that can print molecules. So if we can start printing things down at the molecular level, you can really print anything you want. The technology's already here. These people can print molecules. So what that basically means is that you could print any drug you wanted. And yeah, you could print a knockoff OxyContin, or heck, you could have fun and do LSD and print it out. And you would be able to manufacture your own drugs that are pure, safe, and under the radar. I mean, you can print, now you can print guns, you can print food, you can print a house. All this technology exists now. Imagine where it goes 10 years from now. And I imagine there'll be a point where you could print atoms and you could make your own basic elements. When that happens, money's gonna kind of become meaningless. The only services people will actually pay for are stuff they can't manufacture. And even then, I think there'll be some sort of workaround. Like maybe instead of paying for a doctor to do surgery, you could just load a program to do surgery that scans you, figures out what to do, and a robot cuts it out for, you know, a fraction of the money. So that is coming, and I think it's gonna come really fast. And the linchpin is when 3D printers can print other 3D printers, the world's gonna drastically change.
I'd like to know what you think, so please leave your comments below. Am I a madman, or will this really happen in our lifetime? I'd love to know what you think.
Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Also, give this a thumbs up, a like, a share, or if you have something to add, remember to comment below. Thanks. Also, don't forget to stop by TerranLupo.com. I have up videos that you can't see anywhere else. Currently, I have one on carnivorous plants and also how to make your own mead. All you have to do is go over and sign up.